Hello beautiful souls, it's Mary from Psychic Soulmate, and this video is a 3-card tarot reading for our week ahead, or for whenever you need to know, whatever you need to know. That this message and this reading is intended for you because you landed on this video. That's the way spirit guides work, and it doesn't matter even if you're watching this like way after you see the date that it was uploaded. It's still intended for you, so don't leave. This is intended for you. Okay, so the cards that I'm working with are the Legend of the Arthurian Tarot. OMG, I love these cards. I got these cards like years ago. They are one of the older decks that from years ago that I've collected, and lately I have been playing a lot with my older decks. I've been feeling this nostalgia, and it's just like, it just reminds me of when I had them. You know, sometimes we got to do that. You know, yeah, I have all my decks here. As you can see, there's tons and tons of decks that I have, and some down here and some way up there, and you know, it's all good because I just love art, and I appreciate all these cards, especially these, because I love the Arthurian legend. I love Camelot, I love Avalon, I love all of it. I feel like I was there. I was there. So I have dealt the cards, and I've already put them out for us to save some time, and I'm going to go right into it, okay? So the first card is the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is confusion. It is confusion. It is feeling like you are at a crossroads, trying to understand. You feel like you're in the dark. You feel like you are really closed on something. Well, the traditional Two of Swords, it says the Knight of Two Swords. That's interesting. I just noticed that. Okay, because I was kind of getting confused. I was like, did I pull the Knight, or was that? No, it's a Two of Swords. The traditional Two of Swords is blindfolded, and she's holding onto two swords. And that is the same meaning. And when I'm looking at this, I see that there's a knight here, so obviously this is about a relationship. I had these cards for many years, and I never noticed that. It relates to, you are right now trying to figure someone's energies out. Like you're trying to understand, where do I need to go from here? And I've heard a lot of your questions lately asking me those same things. Where do I go from here? Do I hold on? Should I stay, or should I go? If you're involved in a soulmate love partnership, twin flame, karmic flame, you are feeling it, because we are going through a lot of stuff. Like this stuff is going on in the planets this year. Is like I've been really I don't know, it's changing, but you know, when you go through change, there's always that transition where I don't know where I'm going. I feel like I don't know this is right. Am I going this way? Should I go right? Should I go left? You ask yourself, where do I go from here? You're trying to figure out what to do, and the mind is actually making up. Sometimes it makes up some stories and tells you that you shouldn't trust this person, or you're wrong for even thinking about this person, and this person doesn't care about you, or maybe this person, you know that this person loves you, but yet you feel like, oh, I'm never going to let them in. But meanwhile, you can't forget about them, and you say, oh, will he or she call me? Will they get back together? And at the same time, you're thinking, but if they call, I'm going to hang up. You know, it's kind of like you're trying to drive on both sides of the road, you know, and that is very common when we're in this type of relationship. So you have to take a breather. You really do. You got to pause a little bit and say, okay, you know, when you're confused about something, making a decision about something, never go on haste. Never. Always go when you're in a calm place. Okay. Meditation, you need to meditate. Okay. And if you haven't, you need to use my meditation. I have a meditation that's really good. It's Love Abundance, and I also have a chakra meditation that I give away when you sign up to my newsletter, which you can just go to my website and you can just get it right now. If you're not signed up already, and if you are signed up and you didn't get it, please send me a message and I will send it to you right away when I see your message. And the second card is the Queen of Shields. So I'm just going to read these two together. Now she's the opposite. Now she's a woman that is extremely crafty, someone that is extremely in tune to the energy of around her, like everything around her. I don't know if you're familiar with the Outlander, and she's Claire. If you watch Outlander, I do. I love that show. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. She is Claire Fraser, and so she's into her herbs, and she's into her oils, and she's into all of the, you know, holistic nature. She's a doctor, you know. Anyways, this is what it's relating to. You need to get connected. That's the message. It's not saying to watch Outlander. Obviously, I'm telling you to watch it because it's a great show. If you like, you'll like it. If you like that kind of shows, I love it. Anyways, my message is to you. The message that's coming through is that you need to connect with your inner power inside. You need to do some grounding work. You need to do some work for yourself. You need to actually maybe work for yourself. You've been thinking about working for yourself. Well, it's not to say that you have to quit your day job, but start taking those steps, right? And start looking at what you can do to better yourself. And if you're feeling that, oh, I'm too old for this, you know what? You're actually telling yourself all these things. And that's the Two of Swords too. You're actually telling yourself all these like harsh things that you can't do it. And then when you do that, you actually create low self-esteem. You actually live in a box. And so it's telling you to get out of that box, to get out of the, take the blinders off and just be free of that. And you see, like the Queen of Shields, she is someone that is very connected to nature. And it's also a message for you to get connected to nature and to get connected to your truth and to your heart. And I'm just looking at the cat, and I just noticed the cat here. So beautiful, so cute. Anyways, but cats relate to boundaries too. So you might have to put up a little bit of a boundary so you can do that, because maybe somebody won't let you do it. Sometimes we have our boss, maybe a spouse, or maybe we have a parent, or maybe we're restricted because we got to take care of them and they won't let us. Like sometimes our elders, they tend to do that to us, and it discourages us. It's not to say that you can't do it. It's just more like the other person will just say, oh, what are you doing that for? What are you doing that for? And you need to take something up that just makes you feel, like connected. And that is maybe, like I said, going outdoors, taking walks in nature, and just not letting the mind get to you, because this is all about the mind telling you and making up these stories and these ideas of that you can't do it. And that's bogus, and it's a lie. The third card is the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is higher learning, education, getting connected to a higher power, getting connected to spirit, feeling connected to spirit. And the Hierophant is a very beautiful card. I'm just seeing it says, tail is in, I don't know my Arthurian legend too well, but I just do know that it's connecting to some higher calling, I don't know what that means, but anyways, this card, that name means, but I just know that the Hierophant is connecting to a higher power. Even if you're feeling some pain, you're feeling something. Like right now as we speak, I've had this neck issue, and it's relating to something that's going on in my body. And it's like, I can't bend I could a little bit. I had adjustment, and I've been taking care of it and, rubbing it and everything. And Dave's been kneading the muscles, but it's just an energy. So I say there's an entity in there, but no, that's not true. It's an energy that's just stuck there, stress that's stuck there. So you know what? When I connect to the higher calling, to higher power, I don't feel it. And, that's giving myself Reiki and just, like that. That's just doing things that make you feel connected to your higher power, like to the higher power. And that's like, I have a mala here, and I'm chanting when I do that, and it's just connecting to my crystals and just focusing on. And that's what it's all telling you, that you got to get out of your mind. That's the message here. It's telling you that you got to get out of your mind, and you know what? You just got to put yourself out there, and you just got to know and trust that the things that are happening with you is someone. It's just their stuff, and you got to, you know what? If you're separated from someone and it's a long time, you know what? It's a shame that you were waiting, because if you're waiting and wondering, yeah, it's okay to love that person, but it's a shame that you're waiting because you are missing out on what you're supposed to do, because divine partners come into our lives for a reason. And when we're having like that twin flame connection where it's like a separation or a chaos, you're missing out on what you're supposed to be doing. And what you're supposed to be doing is just being in the moment and just going by because a twin flame comes into your life to actually ignite something inside of you. And if you are not doing that, you are running away from them as well, like just like they're running away from you. It's just the whole situation of the whole episodes of Twin Flames, the story of it. And it's true, because we have different kinds of soulmate relationships, and the twin flame is what coming into my mind. And if you are involved in one that's a chaotic relationship, you feel that you can't be with that person, but you know that that person's so right for you. Yes, mind you, you're missing out on what you need to do, because if you're waiting and you're wondering, when is this person going to come into my life, and when are they going to come back, and this and that, and if you keep asking those same questions, you're only going to be bringing yourself down. Now, I do a lot of soulmate coaching where I help the person to release that pain. It's not to say that you're still going to love that person and that person will come back, but you need to release the pain that is holding on to, I can't stop thinking about that person, him or she, I can't stop thinking. You're doing a disservice to yourself and to why this beautiful gift entered your life to begin with. Now, we choose how we're going to get together with our twin flames, and it's always the wrong time. You've heard me say this over and over in lots of videos. It's always the wrong time, only to cause a cause and effect between two people, and it's the cause and enlightenment process. Now, coaching is something that I've always done with people, so this is what I tell to you right now, is to let go. Not to say that you got to let go forever, just for now, stop waiting, and just focus on what you need to focus on now for your life. Like, just be in the moment. Look at all the things that your twin flame has brought to you in your life. Look at all the things, it brought you to watch this video. I don't know, something, everything. I'm just giving you an example, okay? So there is a higher power that's going on. There's more to the situation than meets the eye, okay? And you've got to just trust that, know that, and love life, and just love you, and just be in the moment, okay? And I hope that was helpful for you. If you're interested in getting a longer reading with me, please visit my website, psychicsoulmatereading.com, and subscribe to my newsletter to get the goodies that I offer. And if you found this video helpful for you, then you know what, you don't need a reading, then, if you want, you can contribute to and support me, buy me a coffee. I always say that. It's just an energy, no obligation. So anyways, I wish you all peace, blessings, love, and light. To the next video. Namaste.